And it was literally starting from scratch. Like I had no money when my wife and I came. We had $400 cash.
Wow.
And all the clothes on us. That was it. And
A couple of suitcases.
not even that.
Not even that.
But honestly, man, one thing that I remember that kind of stuck with me was like I had no keys. I mean, I had a mountain of keys in Romania, car, house, this, that. Like I don't have no keys now. Zero.
Is there ways I should move to Romania?
Yeah, I went from that
right
to nothing, right? So it's just crazy, man.
Well, that's my dream, is to have no keys.
Yeah,
that means
man.
no responsibility.
That's never even once crossed my mind, and I'm kind of happy, sad that you guys brought that up, because it's never once crossed. Because that's
it basically represents the fact that you have a lot of responsibilities.
Certain frozen shrimp, because it's got radioactive, or potentially has radioactive contamination in it. They found out that there's a cesium-137 possible in some of these, so they've recalled it. I don't know if it was like from the Fukushima zone or somewhere.
Nobody's real sure where that
Nobody's
shrimp
sure where it's not.
What's Bubba Gump have to say about it?
But these were in Walmart locations.
Wow.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to use your shrimp as like a nightlight or something.
Yeah. Bring the Geiger.
Yeah.
I can't do it, Geiger.
Nuts.
Wow.
Not crazy.
Wow. And Americans eat way more shrimp than I thought we did.
Welcome everyone to Our Town Podcast, coming to you from the Cedar Stream studio space in beautiful downtown Renton. Please take a moment to like and subscribe, share if you can, and review if available. We'd love to hear from you, so comment below and tell us how we're doing. Hit the like and subscribe button to never miss an episode. And don't forget to visit our-townpodcast.com for all the links. Join the members only section of the website or sign up on Patreon. And now, here they are, the boys of Our Town Podcast.
Well, welcome everybody to another exciting edition of Our Town Podcast.
Extraordinary.
Yes, it is, boys, episode 136.
Wow.
Which is just
136.
amazing. 136. And we do have a special guest tonight. Old friend of mine, Alex Radu, who has an interesting sort of coming to America story, an American dream.
Is that his favorite movie?
I don't know. We'll find out. That's the first question. No, but a very interesting guy, very nice dude. So looking forward to having him in. Boys, tonight's safe word is, I'm loving it. Yes, you would know that from the jingle from McDonald's. And Mike is still searching for his own jingle that he can sell and, make $1 billion off. But rapper Pusha T and Justin Timberlake actually wrote "I'm Lovin' It" jingle for McDonald's.
Did not know that.
Unfortunately, I mean, this is a pretty good price, but they received a $500,000 upfront payment, but no royalties, nothing else on the back.
That's
so
not
$500,000 is a nice, hefty sum. But so I'm not mad at it. But they don't hold any publishing rights. Since it's been used for years, they figure they would have made, thousands and thousands of dollars more off of it. But he did reveal,
poor JT.
Pusha T revealed, on the other hand, he also created the jingle for Arby's. We have the meats, right?
All right.
Which he did get publishing rights. He owns 40% of the publishing rights for that one. So as long as Arby's got the meats,
then
Pusha T is in the money.
He's in the gravy, yes.
So if you're not feeling safe, folks, just yell out, "I'm loving it," and we'll stop this here program and check on you. You can do it at home. Just put pause.
Yeah.
Yell it out. Take a shower. Take a walk.
I mean, let's not get radical, Charles.
Do some breathing exercises, right, Jeff?
Absolutely.
And then push play when you're ready to go.
I'm breathing.
I don't mean to brag, but we're breathing right now.
Jeff was telling me that he got a good night's sleep for the first time.
Oh, geez.
In weeks.
Better night. More of an afternoon sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to say sorry or not. I mean,
Don't be sorry, Mike. Just be grateful that I'm feeling this good.
yes. And
Oh man! In headlines, boys, headlines, I should say. Big summit in the Oval Office this week. Brought in like Macron from France. He brought in the gal from Germany, the NATO commander, or NATO, head of NATO, not commander, but
the
Zelensky
European
was
Union,
in. European Union.
van der Leyen.
A bunch of heavy hitters. The guy
who
from
hurried to
UK.
get here, and Zelensky.
And Trump
to
gave
kind
out
of
pens.
figure out what happens
Next.
after the Donald Trump, Vladimir Putin hangout, right?
Right.
And then he kind of what made this meeting between nuclear powers, right, and our president stop? Didn't they take a break for some reason?
Oh, they did, didn't
Like
they?
a 40-minute break.
Yeah.
And what was the cause of that break in the middle of the meeting? He wanted to go call Vladimir Putin.
Probably.
So he did. No, he did.
Oh, yeah.
He did. He left the meeting, and there was nobody
that's right,
taking
he
notes
did,
on
didn't
what
he?
his conversation might be with our adversary, right? Made everybody else wait while he had a 40-minute phone call. But that's not fishy.
But he did
That's
give
not
out
weird.
pens at the end of it.
No, man. It
Donald
showed
Trump
his
pens.
swag wall.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't
which
know.
is bizarre because as you're walking out of the White House, there's a merchandising thing, right?
Yeah, because he has to sell more of his weird stuff.
Excuse me.
I mean, if
That chokes
any,
me
I
up.
don't even know what is happening.
I don't know. It's just so bizarre.
It's bizarre, but just ending a meeting, that's terribly important, right? Because it's the European leaders
Right.
talking about a war
It's
that is
very
happening
serious.
in Europe right now, and the antagonist in that, the invading drive, took precedence.
Yes. It baffles me. And then
Yeah.
him running around saying, well, Ukraine's going to have to give up some territory. Ukraine doesn't have to do shit, bro.
Yeah. And that Obama gave away
Yes.
Crimea, right?
Yeah.
It's like, no, that was stolen by
Yes.
the aggression of Russia
Right.
against the international law.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just baffled.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of shit that went down in the last few days, man.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not trying to drop the negative bombs on you. But I did see a story where Trump purchased at least $103 million since being in office since January. He's purchased $103 million worth of corporate and municipal bonds, which is quite fascinating because all of the bonds, he has a role in how those bonds are affected. The laws that he passes,
Yeah,
the
no, you can't
executive
do
orders
that.
that
You
he
can't
does.
do that.
Isn't that like
in different cities? It's like,
right? Isn't that like it's not like being the referee for a football game and then
betting on
the game?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
it
It's
is.
pretty obvious.
Yeah.
It's just egregious. The
And
acts that he's
yes,
it's playing out right in front of us.
yeah,
It's,
just the yes,
ridiculous.
yeah, the upfront corruption is
It's
breathtaking.
breathtaking.
Yeah, and
So
shameful.
much so
It's shameful.
that it's Forbes has estimated that he is up a staggering $3.2 billion in wealth since just last year after the election. $3.2 billion in wealth to make him a 5.5 billionaire.
And one of the richest gangsters on earth.
Yes.
So, what branch is it that can push back directly against the executive branch?
There's only one.
So, why would Texas want to get
Yes.
5 new seats,
Right.
right? So they can steal the House,
Yeah.
right? To
And they
prevent
passed that
any pushback.
Today or yesterday.
Yeah, they did.
right?
And so did California today.
Yeah, well,
so that evened it up.
California, the legislature, did they pass remapping or did they pass the allowing citizens to vote on? I thought the California wasn't
It
going to
had
do
one
it.
extra
unless-
step. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, let's
Okay.
retract my statement there until I know
well,
for
I'm not
sure.
100%
But,
sure. I know California's working on it, though.
It's just madness.
It's
It's madness. It's madness. But
madness.
this really is the last time
Yes.
around, people. It
Yeah.
really is. I can't say that any more seriously than I am right this minute. All within my voice. This is the last stand for American democracy. Right.
It really is.
So,
yeah.
So,
That guy agrees too.
So let's, I don't know.
Yeah, it's fucking A nuts, man.
Yeah.
Boys, the big bill that Trump and his cronies passed dropped a whole bunch of money into immigration and customs enforcement. Forget what the total amount was. It was something $1 billion that they got. It was 47 billion or something.
It doesn't matter.
Amount.
Just an amount that doesn't matter.
Yeah, but they did spend $700,000 on 2 trucks that they tricked out to make them look like Trump vehicles, right? So they painted them in black with the dark navy, like Trump's airplane, with the same stripes, the same gold flourishes. They've got Trump's name on the back, but they're supposedly to drum up recruitment for more ICE agents.
Maybe, but does that mean that they are supposed to have fealty to Trump?
I don't know, because
or
it's got
to
his
the
name
Constitution,
Right.
It's
Yes.
weird, man. Using a person's name as a recruitment tool for something that you're hopefully a sworn officer, sworn to the Constitution, to abide by the laws therein, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Is it
That's a private militia, is what that is, at our expense.
At our expense.
At least buy them on your own,
right?
You know what I mean? Anybody can hire bodyguards, right? That's your right if you got the money for it, and he does. He should hire his own fucking bodyguards, right? Leave us alone, man. It's like Eric Prince and all these dingbats, man.
they're building a new movie called Fast and Furious MAGA Drift. That's the deal.
I bet. I mean, and use it as a recruitment thing, right?
Right.
But
Like
they
Top
spent
Gun.
$505,000 to buy 2 pickup trucks that are probably less than $80,000 a piece.
I think I'd rather have like that money spent towards like maybe a teacher's
and then
education.
spend another $227,000 on just doing the wraps. For all
Well,
the
that
bullshit.
sounds like some kind of
That's a
little bit of
fucking
inefficiency.
$80
Yeah.
hammer or toilet seat. Remember
Well,
back
it's
in the 80s?
no, I do. I don't know.
Are we
man.
we're just really riling ourselves up to get pissed off right now?
I know, and I'm trying not
Thanks,
to. But
Charles.
This is newsworthy. I mean,
It
we gotta know
is.
this
It's
shit.
happening
I
right
know.
now. And so when people look back on this incredible broadcast in years to come,
When the Martians or the
fuck, I wish.
somebody finds
Jesus
it.
Christ,
Yeah.
bring the John Travolta. What is it? Battlefield Earth.
The
Bring
tall
that
guys
nonsense.
with the nose thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll
man.
put us right. There is some fun fighting back, which I'm finally glad to see a Democrat with some backbone. And the Gavin Newsom stuff that he's been doing from his social media account is entertaining, at least some positive entertainment. Did you guys see the Kid Rock?
No. What happened there?
So his Instagram or his social media people did a AI picture of Kid Rock pointing and saying, "I want you to vote for Gavin Newsom," or something like that.
Oh man.
Right? And Kid Rock was just pissed about it and wrote back, and he's like, "I have never supported that dirty liberal, blah, 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 blah." And I mean, it's like, dude, you just fell into it, right? You just fell into the trap. It's just
Triggered, man.
triggered. And he did the
man.
same thing to Trump. I don't remember what he said, but Trump had to respond and say Gavin Newscum, the nicknames and stuff like that. And they just replied back with 3 snowflake emojis.
Nice.
I mean,
but what I'd like to see, and that's great that individual candidates can do that, but if we don't get a plan of what the Democratic Party stands for right now, that's what the DNC should be doing, nothing else except absolutely amplifying that starting now.
Project 2026 or Project 2028.
I'd say 2026. We don't have a
Citizens United. Get rid of
redistrict so that it's right. Get rid of any kind of partisan gerrymandering.
Term
immediately.
limits on Supreme Court
well, that's a
judges.
constitutional thing. I know.
It's a wish list, right?
But I'd settle for Medicare for all, so that we also take the burden of insurance off of business. Business would love that, right? Sure. Everybody but the insurance companies would love that, right?
Exactly.
But it's time to push back.
Yes.
Right? But without the national Dems who've had our money for quite some time, without them getting in front of all of this, man, what are they even doing? They're bleeding voters.
Right.
Bleeding voters. It's like, how do you think you're going to get them back, dude? By just pointing at how bad somebody else is?
Right.
Or having a real steps. Yeah.
Except for the cheating. But
But without obvious logical steps that we can take, right? Where is that type of leadership? And God bless News. I mean, he's doing his job, right?
He's trying. Somebody's got to do something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird to me. And I do think they are also colluding with some of the same corporate powers, right?
Sure.
I mean, right? But
it's all about the money, baby.
But if they want to have any future, that doesn't lie in a one-party system.
No.
They will be sent to camps.
Right.
Right? It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. We've seen how banana republics roll out, bro. Right?
Yeah.
We have. It doesn't end well for the opposing party, bro. Yeah. It doesn't end well for the anybody out of line at all and deemed a hazard in the one party.
Silencing the press.
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, dude. And look at how the Stalinists did it. Look at how the Maoists did it. Right? Look at how, they go after their own also.
We'll get to that point where it's like, North Korea, where the same guy runs every year, like Putin wins 80% or 82% of the vote every single time.
Yes. Yes. And I think Putin, that was the 40-minute phone call.
Yes.
Just laid out exactly how to pull that off. Right?
Yeah.
So, oh, man.
Well, in sad news, boys, are you guys ribeye steak guys?
Yes.
No, it's a good steak.
I'm not a steak
meat
guy, but
is it meat? Yes, I like it.
Sad news: firefighters in Missouri said 40,000 pounds. 40,000 pounds of ribeye steak were burned after a truck transporting them caught fire on the highway early this. 40,000 pounds of ribeye steak.
The diesel fumes from the truck just kind of added a little shiznade qua.
Can we get a little garlic salt over
Some
here?
of it must be cooked just right,
Yeah,
Let's go
it's
get
just a
some of
matter
that.
of probability. Oh, yeah.
There's something we talked about years ago on the podcast that where the nuclear bomb hits, there's a grocery store or a convenience store with frozen pizza where it's cooked just perfectly somewhere in that range.
What is that zone? That's the yum zone.
That's a lot of meat. That's a ton. That's a ton of meat.
That's a ton of meat, dude.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a probationary firefighter, a gal named Jenna Ulrich, is a vegan, and this was her very first response to anything. And she goes out there and it's
just the wafting,
burning beef.
Oh my God.
the whole time. It smelled like
just
your
thrown into the fire, right? That's our
backyard
first
barbecue.
Oh God.
Anybody bring the A1? Boys, the FDA, speaking of food that you can't eat, is advising the public not to eat a frozen shrimp sold at Walmart. It's a certain frozen shrimp because it's got radioactive or potentially has radioactive contamination in it.
No, that's
they found out that there's a cesium-137 possible in some of these, so they've recalled it. Don't know if it was like from the Fukushima zone or somewhere.
Right. Nobody's real sure where that
Nobody's sure where it's not.
What's Bubba Gump have to say about it?
But these were in Walmart locations: Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Missouri. There's a theme here: Mississippi, Oklahoma, Texas, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Ohio.
Wow.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to use your shrimp as like a nightlight or something.
Yeah. Bring the Geiger.
Yeah. I can't do it, Geiger.
Nuts.
Wow.
Not crazy.
Wow. And Americans eat way more shrimp than I thought we did. I heard something on the radio a few months back where it's like number 2 right behind chicken or something.
Well, after Red Lobster quit doing their
the all-you-can-eat shrimp,
where they went bankrupt because of it. I got a great idea, boss.
Yeah.
All-you-can-eat shrimp. Yeah. And they never leave.
Yeah, they never left.
What time do you guys close? Okay, I'll be back in the morning.
Oh, man.
I love it.
More shrimp. Here's some really sad news, and Mike was talking a little bit about this before we started recording, but there's an organization in Arkansas up near the Ozarks. They're calling themselves Return the Land.
Oh, jeez.
That is operating what they're calling a private membership association, which if you want to buy land or buy a house on their corporate property, you have to be white of European descent.
Yeah, what part of Europe, though?
Yeah,
You're telling me for 1 second that they're not going to start getting pickier and pickier. Well, that guy's kind of Slavic.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's Irish.
Oh, he's
that
Italian.
guy's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like sooner or later, the purity test never ends.
Never ends.
Yeah, that's why it's a cult.
So they're saying only those of European descent who identify as Christian or pagan are granted membership.
They're not
it allows them to purchase shares in an LLC tied to personal plots of land. So they can have their little fucking apartheid community where they
but
can
does that mean we don't have to pay for fire? We don't have to pay for...
Well, that's what everybody's...
Is that now a private enclave where they're... right? Because you can't have it both ways, right?
No, they're still under the Constitution and all of the things that govern the rules and laws of the country.
Yeah. Jeez. So they're saying, of course, non-whites, no Jewish people, no non-Christians, no LGBTQ individuals, promoting what they're called traditional views and European ancestry.
Dude, I bet they're getting handouts left and right, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? School vouchers, all the nonsense. It's like, just takers. They make nothing. They make nothing.
Except
they
noise.
Steal everything.
Yeah. The only thing they make is noise.
Thieving pieces of shit. Yeah. Fuck off.
Yeah, they can go the fuck away, but the goal
move to
for
Russia,
them,
dude.
Yes.
You want one religion? You want just white folk? You know what I mean? Move to fucking Russia. Get the fuck out of here. We love multiculturalism.
Yes.
We love it. We value it. Also, right, top to bottom.
Yeah.
Right, food. Right, etc. Don't you know what I mean?
Yes.
All that it has brought us, all the success and progress we have made since there were more types of people making decisions.
Right.
You know what I mean? It is undeniable.
Yes.
It is, in this kind of American Taliban, not only do they think they want to bring us back, knowing that they can get saved, right? Because they can still come back to the larger society when they're sick.
Done being done.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's just dog shit. They just want to steal what they can, throw a temper tantrum, and pretend their ignorance is some kind of God-given brilliance.
Yes.
Right? Oh, man. It's really aggravating.
Yeah.
It's really aggravating.
But
Read a fucking history book, people.
This is going to set up, and they are looking for a court battle, and they have said that this is the right climate for them to get in and get
states' rights
codified.
States' rights.
Right.
Yeah. Unless it's sanctuary laws.
Yeah.
Nope. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
Right?
Nope. Boys, some sad news.
Footloose. It's
more
just like
sad
Footloose, dude. We need Kevin Bacon back. Stat.
He never left us.
He never left.
Rest in peace, boys. Terrence Stamp. English actor, best known for playing
Kneel before Zod.
Yes, in 2 movies, right? 1 and 2.
No, I think maybe he does a quick appearance
in 2.
In 1 because but in 2 he's kind of the main guy.
He's the main guy.
Oh yeah.
Does he show up in 1?
I don't know if he gets launched into the negative zone in 1. I think it happens in 2.
I think
they flash back to the planet Krypton still existing and show how he got busted.
Right.
That's his most. He died at 87, but he was also in just some quirky movies. Some you would recognize, smaller roles and stuff. But he was Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. You remember that?
Oh yeah,
that was a fantastic movie. 1994 on that. But
and just a tall, striking dude.
Yeah,
he's in The Liney. Limey is a cool film where he's just sick of it. Yeah.
Also, rest in peace, Frank Caprio, 88. I've seen him on YouTube. He's a judge and politician who served as Chief Justice of the Municipal Court of Providence, Rhode Island. But he was on a Judge Judy type show. I don't think it was a Judge Judy. It was a video footage of his actual court cases, a program called Caught in Providence. And I think that's what people are re-airing on the YouTube. So you can see him in little shorts. But he's very well known for being a really upstanding and nice guy for people that are in his courthouse. Like, hey, are you okay? Is this, and then this is, patient and empathy and all this stuff that he's expressed. His that YouTube channel that he's on has like 3 million subscribers.
Jeez.
But yeah, came known for his light humor and empathy in the courtroom. So
he's great. I always get a kick out of watching him and how he's empathic, or his empathy and everything comes across. He was a nice addition to the world. Sure. Rest in peace.
And work towards, so it sounds, I was never in his court, but that's the manifestation that we have come up with towards justice, to try to bring justice when a wrong is committed between two citizens.
That's our only recourse.
That's kind of what we have, and warts and all, right? But if he's a good example of the good that can be done in such a sitting, come on.
Amen for that. Yeah.
I think he ran for Attorney General of Rhode Island at one point, lost to the Republican, but he's been also on the Board of Governors for the DNC for years and years and years and years and years. So, seems like a really nice guy. I didn't realize that show wasn't happening now, that I was watching reruns from probably 10 or 15 years ago. Finally, boys, rest in peace, local guitarist Michael Fisher. He was a founding member of the rock band Heart. He and his brother Roger actually stayed in the band up until like the 80s.
I think Michael was behind the scenes stuff.
He did some behind the scenes stuff after. He was like one of the original guitarists in the band. Both the Wilson sisters, I don't know which ones, but they dated the
I think he's the Magic Man.
Sisters.
The Fisher Brothers. I think the song Magic Man is about Michael.
Nice.
That's the word on the street.
He is now.
I think he was 79 when he passed just recently. So had major influence on the early band. And sounds like some behind the scenes stuff.
And the first few Hard records are great, man. And the 80s stuff is like
the 80s
the ballads, right?
How do I get you alone?
I did see them. When they came to the arena, or Key Arena of Climate Pledge back New Year's Eve, I think, last year or year before, and it was great. Nancy was fantastic. Ann was great, and great show. And then John Bonham played before them. In his band, his Led Zeppelin band. It's pretty great.
The only time I've seen Heart was at the winter
grass.
No, it's the hockey, the outdoor hockey game that they play every year in one city, and they played it in Seattle. Not this past year, but a year before that. And Hart played between I think the second, third period.
And she's still playing. Is it Ann? Who's the guitar player?
Nancy's the guitarist. Yeah. Well, I think they both play guitar, but Nancy's
Ann's
the better.
the main singer.
Yeah.
Right. So she's like in not a wheelchair, but she's like sits down for most of the concert.
Yeah.
But she's still about knocking it out of the park.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they came through the Renton Taco Time drive-through when I was working. Yeah.
Shut up.
I wasn't working the drive-through, but they're like, get in here.
Renton famous.
Yeah, it was great.
Nice.
I'm happy.
Supposedly, there's Interlaken Avenue on Capitol Hill. It runs between where Stevens Middle School, where my middle school was, or my elementary school was, and like Seattle Prep in the Roanoke district. So there's a long, windy, all woods and stuff. We used to get in a lot of trouble out there, but supposedly one of the sisters had a house somewhere in there. And we always joked about, let's go find it, knock on the door.
Yeah, be creepy.
Right.
She's going to totally love our
creepy.
17-year-old. Yeah, let me abandon everything for you.
Yes. Move in.
Yeah,
I've
sure.
got snacks.
That's exactly what I was hoping to hear.
All right. Well, our guest Alex should be here any minute
All right.
now,
That's
so we're
very
gonna
nice. Very
get
nice.
into some what it means to be Alex here in a little bit, and we'll come back and see you
Yeah,
guys
see you in a minute. Okay.
That's great.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to the big show. And don't adjust your sets. Yes, we have an extra body up here.
Why, hello.
Mr. Alex Radu has joined us. Old friend, we just figured out, he remembered, 1997 I met this gentleman. Recently immigrated from Romania,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And you have lived the American dream since you got here, right? Pretty much.
Approximately.
Yeah, you've been doing pretty well. You and your wife.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Geez, well, welcome. Appreciate you
thanks
coming
for
down.
being
and
here.
taking
Thank you.
some
Thank
time.
you so much for
Yeah.
having me, Jeff.
Yep,
Mike.
right on.
Appreciate it,
Yeah,
Jeff.
it's good to meet you.
Yep.
Thanks
Good
for
to
being
meet
here.
you.
Alex, you came here in 1997, and I remember you telling me that, first off, you grew up in Romania, right?
Yep.
Spent your formative years there.
Born and raised.
Yeah. What part of Romania?
Yeah, big city or the countryside?
Yeah, I was born in Bucharest,
Oh,
which
sure,
is
sure,
the
sure.
capital
Yep.
of Romania, 1967. So basically, when I got here in 97, I was still 29 years old, but I turned 30 in like a month or two.
Yeah, you
And,
didn't look a day over 28 when I met you. So.
Mhm.
I know. Those are the days. But yeah, I just had to do a hard reset at 30. So you can imagine.
How was
that.
your English at the time?
My English was pretty good, actually. Not in terms of accent or something, but I knew the language. I knew the vocabulary. I could communicate fluently without.
Where do you pick up the English? Is it through American TVs or English?
No, there was
stuff, or-
nothing like that in the 80s and 90s when I grew up in Romania. But honestly, um, I picked up the English because I was really interested in learning that language. I think I had this dream of leaving Romania and going to US since I was a teenager, right? So I started early, mostly self-taught, right? But at some point I was reading in books in English like nonstop with a dictionary on the side, right? As if I finished all the Romanian literature and then there was nothing else to read. So let me pick up some books in English. So
any books in particular that you can remember?
man, yeah, I remember I was a sci-fi
Nice.
buff, and I was reading all these Isaac Asimov, books. There was like thick like this, all
Foundation
the series,
yeah.
and oh my god, I loved it. But yeah, so there was an American library part of the American embassy. It's really hard to get to get in there. But once you got in there, you got this little card, and then you'd be like coming. You have to pass some soldiers, and you go in. And so I was going in there and seeing movies with no captioning, right?
It's all propaganda.
Yeah, propaganda. Yeah. But aside from that, it was like for me, it was like, oh, great! So I can borrow these books and read. So that's where I had, because there was no place where you could buy books in English, right?
Yeah, because so Romania at that time, as a kid, up until what 91-ish? When did
And the Soviets lost
the
control.
Soviets lost control?
Yeah, I think it was 89.
89,
That's when we actually had that revolution. We toppled that Ceausescu dictator.
Right.
That was 89. I remember that because I was in military right when it happened. So
Oh, well, we'll come back to that.
Yeah, that's a
yeah.
big deal.
Okay, so you kind of grow up, teenager. You're heading to the American embassy, watching. What did they allow you to like Rambo and Rocky and stuff like that? Or
These movies were scheduled by somebody there. They probably made sure that they weren't going with anything racy or anything like that. But yeah, I've seen a ton of movies there that I'm not sure how fresh they were, right, versus the US, but it didn't matter, right? not much to see or read or something outside of that little bubble, right? Which was the American Library. No, literally, there wasn't. There was people my age were craving culturally, like to get their hands on a magazine or a book or see a movie. Um, Actually, these funny like they were gatherings where you had to pay and gather in somebody's apartment, and they would have these VHS tapes and play movies with a horrible quality, like horrible
bootleg after bootleg.
Yeah, and there were the bootlegs, and they were then translated in Romanian by a famous lady. She was doing these captioning, so you could never actually hear that soundtrack or something. So you hear that all the. Oh man, it was horrible. So everybody my age was a sponge of like getting something like a Western culture, right? And that was crazy. I was like, man, I gotta go to America at some point. That was like in the back of my mind since I was like 11 years old.
Did you have any like Beatles albums or Rolling Stones or?
Oh man, I was more into Pink Floyd.
Oh, nice. Did you have any Pink Floyd records or stuff? Can you get stuff like that?
I had some great few records, which they were so costly, and I didn't have like a good turntable. It was a terrible. So it was at some point it was not worth it, right? I got into like tape stuff, but I had some records. Not that, I had Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah,
man, that guy's seen some traction. Listened to it like 1,000 times.
Does Romanian television or radio, do they do anything Western, or is it all sort of controlled?
Oh man, that was such a sad story. So the Romanian television was composed on 2 channels, complete garbage. I think there were like 2 or 3 hours a day of transmission. Otherwise, you'd turn on the TV, there would be nothing.
It'd be the test pattern.
The pattern, right? Yeah. And literally, the half of that was garbage. And if you got to see some sort of a movie. I think at some point they were airing Dallas, the sequel.
Oh, really? Jeez, that's a great representation of America.
Yeah, but that was like, I don't even know how that happened, how they got muster, because those guys were drinking all the time in their offices. Like,
right.
Is the censorship?
Sleeping with each other's wives.
Yeah, so like JR was all the time, whiskey in the office in the middle of the day. Like, what the hell?
Hey, Alex, was there anything that you couldn't do as a kid growing up that you realized that was a shame that you didn't get an experience when you were a kid because you lived in a place that was repressive?
Yeah, I mean, there was a ton of things that I wanted to do, but my childhood and teenage, it was a happy times. Now, I mean, I enjoyed it then, and now looking back with that kind of nostalgia, it seems even like better than probably what it was. But yeah, I mean, my dad instilled the culture of going trekking in the mountains, like very early age. Like literally at 6 years old, I was going in the mountains with my dad and brother. So that was part of
Carpathian Mountains.
Yeah, Carpathian. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
And we had plenty of good mountains, and some of them they were like really close to Bucharest. And man, yeah, we did that like every single summer and.
It's a lot of nature stuff, camping,
camping, all that stuff, man.
Self-sufficiency.
Yeah, so it was good. So it's not much into clubbing until I got later, more in my closer to my 20s, of course. But yeah, I mean, I had a pretty good childhood for sure. Nice. And growing up as a teen.
I didn't really, because I don't know that I've ever asked you, but how many brothers, how many sisters?
Yeah, I have an older sister and an older brother, and I'm the last one.
Nice.
Came out of pipe. I'm the youngest now. Yeah.
Nice. Mike, real quick, you've been to Eastern Europe. Did you Romania?
Yeah, I didn't make it all the way to Romania.
Republic.
Yep. But I'd like to. My grandmother's she's Roma.
Yeah.
But I haven't been back.
Okay. Just curious.
But I bet it's beautiful. Like you say, the mountains, and there's just not as many humans there as there are.
Yeah. So listen, we got everything. We got mountains, we got plains, we got the seaside is really good. Opening at the Black Sea. So you have everything in terms of, it's not one of those countries where like Denmark, where it's don't have no mountains, right, or whatsoever, or something like that. So yeah, that was good, good, awesome. Beautiful, poor country.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you alluded to earlier. So Romania required military service, right?
Yeah.
So you did 2 years.
No, it was only 18 months,
Okay.
but I ended up in like 13 because, well, I started 88 November, and I finished before my Liberation Day, or whatever that's what we call it. So because it was that revolution and toppled in December of 89, right? So yeah, I would have gone for a few more months there. So
yeah.
It was, yeah.
So after the revolution, the military was kind of like
they pick sides. Yeah.
I don't know what happened, and I don't care. Didn't really care at this point. I was like, God damn it! Like, freaking lost the year and 2 months of my life in this bullshit. So
yeah.
I was happy to get the hell out. And at that point, I didn't really matter. But I don't even know if it's still compulsory or just. I don't know what the deal with it is. But it was back then. It was like it didn't matter. They would. You would have to go to the military. Yeah.
How quickly did the fall of the dictator happen? I mean, was that quite just ended and then short time later they're out, or did that take a while to?
No, man, we arrested and killed that guy immediately, basically. So
yeah.
It was, I don't know how much you remember, but yeah, it was short and very painful.
As soon as he lost the Soviet support or whatever. And then...
at that point, kind of everything started to fall apart in that Eastern Bloc that was controlled by the Soviets, right? And Romania was one of the countries. So yeah, that happened in December '89. I think on Christmas they really shot him and his wife with no due process, basically. So
wow,
great.
Jeez,
just done.
How was it that you found your way to the consulate where you're going to get your lottery ticket to come?
Yeah,
to
it was
States?
A lottery of some sort, right?
Yeah. So basically, that's the story of how I got to be here. So listen, there was this state-sponsored program. It's a visa lottery, right? Back then in the 90s. So they had these openings. So I applied and I won, basically, right? And at that point, I was married. So it was like my wife qualified to go with me. But the interesting thing is, I thought it was a scam because at that point we were already into this kind of like crony capitalism phase, where it was right after the switch back from dictator communist to like a democracy.
So who do you trust? And all
so it was really all kinds of pyramid schemes going on there. You like couldn't trust your mom, right? So it's like so bad culturally. So I thought, this is bullshit. This is never gonna, But you know what? I'm desperate. I want to go to the U.S. I am gonna fill in the paperwork. And then I heard of some of my friends. They did that and they won and they left. I was like, what? This thing is real?
Great.
Okay, let me try. And I literally won the first time. So like unbelievable. Wow. But here's the thing. I don't know if this is interesting to you or not, but you have to add some qualifications, right? It's not like anybody, right? You have to add either some studies, like at least high school, or some sort of a trade school or some skills, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to have somebody, or either some amount of money. I think it was like $10,000, which we didn't have. Like,
something to get you settled.
Yeah, or somebody had to sponsor you and kind of have an affidavit of support. So we found some friends that we stuck with them like for 6 months while we are here. So yeah, there were some conditions, man. It was like, well,
not like, okay, here's your pass.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on.
So, so I mean, literally, this program was looking at bringing somebody that is not a burden, right? So like back in the days when they still thought that immigrants are good for the country, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, it was this program ran in the 90s or even earlier in that area. I don't know what the deal was but it was run not only in Romania, right? It was like around the world basically. So like, yeah, we need more Romanians. Let's give them 25 tickets.
World needs
here.
more Romanians, that's for sure.
Or we don't need any more filthy Romanians. Stop. Bring more Poles.
So Alex, you won the lottery and you got yourself over here. What was your first impression stepping off the plane, or did you come over on a boat?
No, I came on I came on the long ass flight. I don't know how many planes I changed, but yeah, I don't know. The first thing did I land in America? Because there's the only Asian people around here. It's like, what's going on?
Did you land in Seattle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Because your friends
Seattle?
were here,
Oh,
right?
gotcha.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. I mean, I was like, thanks. I didn't expect. I didn't know anything about the Pacific Northwest and the composition of stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't like you could sit and pick where you wanted to go, right? You had to come here because you're.
I had to come here because the sponsors were here. Otherwise, I would have landed in Wisconsin or right.
Yeah.
So like now, I'm glad that actually I think I was a little happy or lucky because I really love the Northwest. So yeah, that's what how Seattle happened, right? It was not by accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get here, your English, and Adriana, I'm not picking on you, was a lot better than the wife's, right?
Yeah,
At
no,
that
my
point.
wife barely spoke any words other than thank you or yeah, no. She had it very hard, and I'm just amazed how quickly actually she picked up the language. But it was a struggle, man, for her. It's so. I mean, imagine yourself in a place where you don't speak the language. Yeah, that's just.
And they're not
crazy.
in. Is Romanian like a Cyrillic language then?
No, it's not Cyrillic. It's Latin. Actually.
Okay. It's still Latin.
Yeah, and I think I can understand some Spanish, some Italian, probably.
The language of love.
Yeah, even some Portuguese. I'm not kidding you. There's so many common words between these languages. And oddly enough, Romania is like sort of the only country with a Latin language, but it's surrounded of Slavic languages. So that's kind of funny. I guess when Romans pulled out of there, a lot of Romans stayed
hung out, stayed behind.
I hear that they stayed for the women because they were really beautiful. It's just I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's
Did you get any pushback from her about coming?
Oh yeah, I mean gosh,
Not anymore, but
she had some mixed feelings, right? Of course, she
Sure.
was gonna leave her mom
Family
alone,
and
and that's some stuff that it's tough, man. It's tough, but yeah, we were still young, right? I mean, we're still in late 20s, and
is your family like, are you nuts? Where are you going? Or are they like, yeah, get the hell out of here, dude?
No, neither. Actually, but my mom and my dad knew that that was my big dream because all the time I was like, America, I'm going. Watch me. I'm gonna go at some point. Like this was like I was beating their ears since I was like a teenager, right?
Yeah.
So now that it finally happened, they were a little like, okay, what can I say? Go ahead and go now. So yeah, but that for Adriana was a little bit harder because she's the barrier of entry was much higher for her. So, but
Did you have a meal when you first got here? You got to Seattle. Did you go to McDonald's? What did you do?
Yeah,
Do you remember your first meal?
No, I don't actually. I guess I must have not been impressed or something.
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
We prefer taco time around here.
Yeah. We're a taco time family.
Yeah. No, I just don't remember being. Maybe my mind was some other place
You had a lot
where
going
it's
on.
not ready to enjoy food or life. It's like, how can I make some money immediately, right? So
Yeah. What did you do for work? You first got here.
Oh man, so literally we worked the next day. We got our social security cards, right? Because it was
that
like
quick.
and that was like 12 days.
So they must have processed a bunch of stuff before you left.
Oh
right?
yeah. Coming in with that program, right? There was some sort of, I guess, process to get you going. So we got a social security card. Okay, we got the SSN. 12 days probably May 16. If we got on 4th, I remember 12 days. Next day, both Adriana and I were working at the Ballard Wendy's.
In Ballard? Oh,
Ballard,
is that
yeah.
where you guys were?
Yeah,
staying?
so we were like 2 streets away from the Wendy's. So I'm like, okay, no commute.
Yeah.
Grab your T-shirt and a hat and the uniform and.
How is that? Because there's no Wendy's in Romania at that time, right? There's no McDonald's.
No.
There's no. Is there restaurants like that, kind of fast foody?
No. The McDonald's got in, yeah. But the time I left in '97, no. I mean, it's like the McDonald's were definitely in Romania, and there was like this luxury restaurant. It's like no. When I got to America and I saw the McDonald's, it's like, what is this filthy place? Like, really?
Because in Romania, it's nice.
In Romania, there were like these luxurious, super nice, clean, and an army of. That's how they started. I don't know how they are right now, but oh man, like McDonald's was like some. You could go treat your sweetheart or something. It's like super new and
nice.
I was shocked
the Krispy Kreme of its time.
Yes, I was shocked. It was like, God, it was like, what is this dump here? Filthy, dirty. Like
Don't they know this is McDonald's?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah.
And the shake machine's broken.
It's still broken.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So Wendy's, you worked there for a bit, both of you.
Yeah.
I mean, is it easier to sort of pick up more of the language at that point? Just kind of working around folks, or
no, it was not helping me in anymore on the language. Like I had the language down. I didn't have the cultural things and reference and stuff like that. Even when I started with Pony, I didn't know what I-5 was. Like, oh, what the hell is I-5?
Just go up I-5, Alex.
Yeah.
What the fuck is an I-5?
I was trying. So those kind of stuff were all new, but the language was done. I didn't have to learn more words or anything like that. I had to learn like kind of the cultural stuff, specific stuff. So that helped me. That's why I got out of there in a month. I mean, I literally I started with Pony in July 1st.
And then explain what a great guy I was to come work with. Pony.
No kidding.
Set the standard.
Fantastic.
No.
John Wayne and Mr. Rogers wrapped into one.
Yeah. No, I mean, Charles. No, he was amazing. I was amazed at how kind Charles was to me, and like man, he was helping me. He was giving me all these clean vans and stuff like that, probably because I was the only one with the uniform ironed up and cleaned.
He's gonna actually take care of this thing.
It was amazing. No, I remember like Charles paging me and me having to find a phone booth to call
We
back.
had the pagers.
Like, I was getting a little bit lost in that very first time. I didn't know the streets.
Pony was an interesting place back then too, because I was going to start a soccer team at one point. I had 17 nations.
Wow.
We represented 17 nations. Korean, a bunch of guys from India, lots of Vietnamese folks, Korean lady, I can't remember her name, Samoan guys, Tongan. We just, there was a guy from Thailand, Guatemala, just all over the world. And it was amazing to just sit and chat with these folks from all over the world. And just kind of
there's no street signs in anything but English.
Yes.
We didn't have maps, like apps or none of that, right? It was like a Thomas guide.
Yeah,
did you have a Thomas guide?
Oh yeah, man, I still have it. Do you believe that I still have that Thomas guide? Because I had to pay like $25, which was like a fortune for me.
Right.
And I went with these friends at Costco, and I got the Thomas guide at Costco. So every time I was going on a route, I was planning my route ahead of time. I knew which street was to make a turn.
That was
I memorized everything.
Before MapQuest, where
before MapQuest printed out at least. And weird print when you're trying to drive. It's dark.
So no cell phones, just a pager. If Charles paged you had to stop and find a phone booth to call back to the 1-800
Alex,
number.
I need you to run over to...
Yeah, exactly. So, and Thomas guides, that was it, man. Old school. Fun.
Hey, Alex, was there ever a time when you thought, man, this was a mistake? I should not be here?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm not one split second. No way.
That's nice.
It was everything was, even though the McDonald's wasn't as nice as you thought it should be.
Yeah, it's good.
But that's shame on McDonald's, not shame on Alex.
Yeah, but you're working at Pony, and then you start going to school, right?
Oh
Night
yeah, I
school
know. I
or day
started
school?
school as soon as I was basically. Um, I had to have the 1 year Washington State residence before I qualify for
Oh, the lower
Discounted
tuition
school,
rate.
yeah.
yeah, because otherwise I would have to pay the money that
Yeah.
I didn't have. So it's like that was it. But the minute that year went by, I went to the college immediately, and then I
Yeah,
was
South
like,
Seattle Community College,
No,
right?
that's
South
fantastic,
Seattle
yeah.
College. Yeah, I
good
ran
trade
out
school, yeah.
immediately, and man, at that point, from that point on, I probably like for not kidding you, for maybe a decade, I had like either two jobs or job and school or
Yeah.
school and job, like
Yeah, full time, all of it.
yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding, full time. I mean, Jesus, I was getting like 4 hours of sleep. I would be like a good day.
Yeah, worth it now because you're a great success, right?
I mean, I don't know if it's great success. I'm not
It's a good
rich
life,
or
though,
anything,
right?
but I think I made it barely, like in the middle class thing. So I'm not complaining, to be honest. But yeah.
That's good hustle.
It's good hustle.
Because it's all work. It takes a lot of work to
Yeah.
reach stability.
Yeah.
Stability is not given to us, right? You got to make it. You got to wrangle it.
Yeah. Well, I'm fascinated. I think it's a great story because I don't think you could have taken a 25, 27, 28-year-old me and dropped me in the middle of anywhere, not speaking the language, and survive a fucking day.
Agreed.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, just doing this kind of reset at 30. I mean, think about it. Some people, like when they're in their 30s, are like already looking in the middle management or something.
Yeah.
They're like in advancing career mode. And I had to start at Wendy's, right? At 30.
Yeah.
Not that I was like doing great career back in Romania, right? But just think about it, right? It's like, man, it's kind of 30. It's already old in terms of like, are you starting from scratch? And it was literally starting from scratch. Like I had no money when my wife and I came. We had $400 cash.
Wow.
And all the clothes on us. That was it. And
A couple of suitcases.
not even that.
Not even that.
But honestly, man, one thing that I remember that kind of stuck with me was like I had no keys. I mean, I had a mountain of keys in Romania, car, house, this, that. Like I don't have no keys now. Zero.
Either way,
exactly.
I should move to Romania.
Yeah, I went from that,
Fit right in,
to
Mike.
nothing, right? So it's just crazy, man.
Well, that's my dream, is to have no keys.
Yeah.
I mean, that means
man.
no responsibility.
You know, that's never even once crossed my mind, and I'm kind of happy, sad that you guys brought that up, because it's never once crossed. Because that's
It basically represents the fact that you have a lot of responsibilities.
Man.
You're like Marley, the ghost of Marley, right? Carrying the chain.
In more ways than you know, sir. Link by link, yard by yard.
Alex, you got into the computer program over this. It was just
nice.
straight computer science or whatever.
Software engineering, yeah.
Nice,
Did
nice,
you
nice.
did you do any kind of computer stuff in Romania? Did they have
I
stuff?
did. It was a hobby. It was not a career. I never went anything professional, but it was a hobby, right? And I was already coding in
really?
BASIC and other like DBase programs back in that early 90s. It was funny. I didn't even have a computer. We had to rent a computer, and basically, me and a friend of mine, we were like sitting all night long drinking beers and coding programs. That was like, and we had to pay like a good amount of money to rent this computer. Computer looked like a keyboard basically, and you had to plug it into this old TV set. You just wonder how that worked. But yeah, man. So
You're just making like a stick figure run across the screen.
yeah, we did all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And it was actually pretty cool thinking back. But when I came here, I was like, okay, I need to get into some sort of career here. So what do I like? I like cars and I like computers. Like, I could do either. And it was eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And how it got to software engineering was like, the weather is kind of shitty here, and I gotta be in a car shop. It's like gonna get arthritis or some shit from the rain. It's like, yeah,
Or I could be
like,
sitting behind a desk.
sweat, and like I'm gonna have my hands dirty with grease and all, then it's all humid and like, this sounds disgusting. Let's table the cars. Let me get like do computer science since I actually good at that and I like it. So, but there was a good possibility that I wanted to get into cars because I like super car fanatic, and I knew a little bit of
and you kind of lived that for a while. Do you still have the Mustang?
Yeah, that's wrapped. The Mustang, the Mustang
Still
chapter
there?
is closed. No,
it's closed.
I
Okay.
sold it. I sold
Okay.
it.
Okay.
But I sold it because the roads are so bad here.
Yeah.
I got tired of like jumping around.
Kind of one of those things that's like you don't want to drive it because you're gonna. But then what's the use of?
Yeah, no, I love that Mustang.
It's just a
What year
yeah.
was that? What year Mustang?
Man, I brought a brand new Mustang. It was the 2011 model.
Was that the year they went back to the classic mode,
Yeah,
or at least
yeah.
around that time, right? When they went back to that classic
So
style.
this was the 5.0, and the previous model had 300 horsepower, and they started with 400 horsepower.
Oh,
These guys they
man.
bought the previous model. They were like kidding, like, oh, like 400. So it was a beautiful beautiful car as long as you didn't need to brake or turn. Just go
straight and fast.
Yeah.
Hey, besides Charles, do you have any mentors that kind of helped get you along?
No mentor.
Yeah.
No, I had some mentors. Some of that was a teacher, and I had a couple of teachers that were really good to me. And I actually got some help because at some point I went to like this internship that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the teachers. And then the job, I got it on my own with no absolutely knowing anybody, right? I was just like random. But me having an internship at the colleges, that helped me get into this company, which was actually like a software provider for the colleges, right? In the it was called Center for Information Services, and they were doing basically all the student management system. All of that was like it was a state org basically doing this. So I got in there because I had this finished the college and had this kind of an internship. Which was due to my teacher getting me into that. But it also because I was good, not right. But I mean, without that bump, I wouldn't have had that sort of work history. Because it's so weird when you start here, when you have no pedigree. I gotta tell you, even when we wanted to rent a place, we were being rejected everywhere. They were like, "Oh, you're new in the country, you're new in the city, you're new on the job.
You
What
don't
do
have
want?
any. You don't have any credit. You don't.
Yeah,
have
you don't
anything.
have credit history. What do you want me to do?" So we were getting rejected all over the place. We found a kind old Asian lady that got us into this Beacon Hill Apartments. It was not much, but it was like, oh my God! Finally, we had to leave these friends. We were not comfortable living with them, right? But and we had to leave at some point. So 6 months it took us before we found a place to move into, and that was it. But man, it was so odd, right? Because I mean, what kind of job? What kind of like not even rent an apartment when you're so new? It's so hard. It's weird. So
not the same problems in Romania. Obviously you're not getting a lot of immigrants going.
Just no history here.
Just no history.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you, but yeah, it's a struggle. I remember this
What do you drive now?
Subaru Forester.
Perfect Seattle.
Northwest nice.
You're fitting in just right.
Yeah, but they're good on hills. Like wet pavement in hills. Yeah. The wheels that slip transfer power to the wheels that grip.
I know.
Technology.
We're gonna Subaru. If you want to sponsor the show, come on down. In Romania, is it the jobs probably aren't picked for you, but is it very sort of like passed down job, like you do what your dad did, or something like that, or generational jobs?
It was like that while I was there, right? And this, just so you understand, right? When when in '89 we moved away from the communism and we went into this like democratic capitalist country, things change, and I haven't spent much time in that period to know to see what's there. But before that, there were all these sort of like life and cultural things that you were like you probably gonna follow in your dad's steps, and your dad is gonna find you a job in the factory that he worked as, right, or something like that. No, definitely that was the thing, right? And you would go in the army. By the 22, you would be married, and by 25, you had kids, right?
Yeah.
So that was like the basically everybody doing that.
That was
right?
the trajectory that.
No, after that one is like people not getting married until late 30s and stuff like that. They're like career oriented. Now it's like here, right? But yeah, back then that culture, the communism, that's what that did to people, right?
This is hard to imagine, but if you had stayed, if you didn't win that lottery and stuff, what do you think? What career path would you have probably followed? Would there be like 6 little Alexes running around? What would be what would be life like?
Yeah, because it was in this transition period. Everything was a mess, right? Like I said before, right? Everything was, a scam. Everything was like a pyramid scheme. You couldn't trust anybody, and man, it's really tricky because I did a bunch of hustle, and there wasn't a clear path for me for a career. It was like whatever will work. I mean,
what'd your dad do?
My dad was like a quality assurance type of person.
In a factory or manufacturing?
In a manufacturing in the factory, right? So I was definitely not interested in that. But yeah, the minute that switched, it was all. I mean, you had people that had degrees in engineering and stuff like that, and they were selling cigarettes on the corner of the street, right? It was really messy. And by the time I left, it was like, the future wasn't looking great. I mean, I was a salesperson. Like for some period of time, looks like every career that was promising was to be in sales. That meant I was selling coffee. By the way, it's like a company from Israel selling coffee. Making the coffee, bringing the beans, and doing everything here.
Are you on the
packaging
street corner or the shop or?
No, the sales. I was like filling the van with coffee and go and sell to a bunch of retailers, right?
Okay.
And that was like, that's what I'm gonna do. At some point, they wanted to send me in Israel for some training and stuff like that because they wanted me to go and focus on the hotel and business, and they only wanted somebody that spoke English and stuff like that. So I was kind of the guy already.
Nice. Yeah.
So that would have probably been my career, like a kind of a fancy sales guy with like a suit and tie and stuff like that. Yes, there was no. Everything was kind of chaotic, man. So yeah.
Yeah. Hey, again, the world and the climate right now is just like crazy and fucked up and terrible, and there's a lot to be like fearful of. But is there something about Romania you wish America could learn from your culture that would help us in our current situation of chaos and fear that we live in? Do you think?
I don't. I think some lessons could be learned. I don't know, maybe. But at the cultural level, I think Romanians are much more community oriented and family. They're not that individualistic type like here, right? So it's sort of like a community. When you go into your apartment stuff, you know everybody, you know everything about everybody, right? And you help each other, right? So here I was like, I don't get that kind of stuff. Everybody's minding their own business. You have your neighbors. You kind of, maybe if you're lucky, you know his name or something. Yeah. And that's it. You don't know anything about them, and you don't want to know anything about them.
Yeah, Mike talks about this all the time. It's like in the turmoil we're in right now is get to know your neighbors.
Yeah, and now's the best time.
Now's the best time to.
Yeah, and it's we lose something when we don't do that, because humans, for the most part, have always done that. And that doesn't necessarily mean you're a busybody, but that brings that unspoken social pressure not to be awful.
Yeah.
Because if somebody is awful, then they can't really be part of that social group, right?
Isn't it? That's a self-policing kind of a
it kind of
mechanism.
is. Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's, very fleeting.
Yeah, good and bad, right?
Yeah.
But you're saying though, Alex, that everybody knew everybody else's business. Basically, everybody knew one another. At
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a community. Children were playing in the street, right?
You knew whose
Everybody's-
kids that was.
Yeah, they were watching this.
Yeah.
Something happened right immediately.
Yeah.
The first neighbor came in, took care of that
Or
stuff.
don't
so,
do that, or I'll tell your mom.
Yeah, exactly. So,
And then
we
you're
had
really
that,
busted.
right? I don't know if it's still the same way, but I'm giving you a slice of time between 67 and 97,
Yeah.
basically. So
I feel
it's
like I kind of
pretty-
had that in where I grew up.
I did. Yeah.
Tons of
Yeah.
kids in the neighborhood, but
But that was the 70s, right?
Yeah,
we
that
were
was-
still,
yeah.
footloose and fancy
Yeah,
free,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
here
but we're
for hours.
outside actually with all the neighbor kids.
Oh, yeah.
And you're playing kick the can or 12 o'clock ghost, or you're playing
Yeah.
basketball or
Hit each other
wiffle
with
ball or
sticks.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that got lost along the way because when I had my mom and dad here, it's like, where are the people, right? They were walking in the neighborhood in the Beacon
Yeah.
Hills, like, where are the people? Where are the kids? It's
Right,
like, what's going on?
How often did they come visit?
Oh, I only managed to get them here once, and it was early on. We were super poor. I couldn't do much with them
Wasn't like you
that I
were
wanted to.
taking them
right?
out on the town.
Yeah, we were super poor, bro. I was like having this Toyota Tercel. I had 2-door. I had to fit my parents in the
In the
back.
back.
It's like, oh man, and we were so dirt poor. But I'm glad I got him because, like,
Yeah.
at
least they
least
got to
once,
see you.
right?
Got to check in, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, geez. Did her Adriana's parents?
Yeah,
make it over?
just our mom. Yeah, we had her a few more times than my parents. So yeah, we're glad that we were able to do that. And by the time we brought her mom, we were a bit more established, right?
Sure.
But back then, I don't know when I brought him in like '98 or '99 or something. Really shortly after we came here, and we were dirt poor.
Living in the Beacon Hill.
in the Beacon
apartment.
Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
You guys moved to the couch so they could take the bed or anything.
something like that. We had
Yeah.
one bedroom, but I mean, even so, I remember my mom saying, like, I have so good memories of America. And I know
Yeah.
she wanted to probably come again, but
Was that was probably her first, maybe last time coming?
first and last time
Wow.
coming here. So, yeah, now I kind of regret I wasn't able to bring them over again after we started to establish ourselves a little bit, right? Get out of that poverty level thing. Yeah.
Jeez. What when you go back, and you said you last time was 2019?
Yeah.
You went back right before the pandemic. then.
Yeah.
Was there any, do you, when you go back in 2019, I know the world's a different place from 2019 till now, but when you went back in 2019 and looked at your country of your youth, do you see like great things? Like, is it gotten tons better? Is it, how do you feel about it now? I guess is what I'm.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a stranger in my own
Yeah.
country, to be honest, right?
Because that's 25 years at that point, right? Or 24
and
years.
so the way, I mean, I see a lot of differences. I mean, I couldn't even find my way around the city that I lived in. There's so
Wow.
much construction
Okay.
and change, right? But that's when I go there, I don't have time to absorb how the life is in there, right? I'm in a short period of time. I go see my parents, see relatives, see this. You're kind of in your bubble, and you're not connected to what's the actual struggle of the people on the street, what's the actual life, the job, and all that. I'm insulated to that. It's like I'm a tourist, and it's just like when you go to a foreign country and don't really, you see only
You
on the
don't
surface,
see,
right?
you just see the.
So I cannot say that things change for good or worse from that perspective. That was the question, right? But I feel kind of strange because I walk around, I understand everything people are talking about, but it's like I don't feel like that's my country anymore. I mean, it's just so weird feeling.
Yeah.
Even if I was to go back now on my retirement and live the rest of my days there, it'd be kind of like, it's kind of funny. I feel funny because you have to understand this. Like now, I lived half of my life there, and the other half here.
Yes.
So like, it's kind of like I'm a stranger in both of the worlds now. I guess I'm like
not so
a little
much
bit.
here, right?
I mean, I feel like home here. But even here, I'm not. Like you guys have all grown here with a bunch of stuff, and I missed all that. Right, I came in the '97, so I don't have that. Sometimes when you talk about movies or characters or cartoons or something, it's
something we grew
I
up
don't know what you're
with,
talking
or
about,
slang or something.
Yeah, or slang or something. So I'm still right. I still have that kind of gap. But yeah, it's weird. I don't feel.
Could have been from Utah. I've been the same thing.
You could have landed in Utah.
Yeah.
Sorry. No movies and no slang.
Yeah, exactly.
Alex, do you have any traditions that you had when you were in your first 25 years in Romania that you now keep alive here in the United States?
Traditions, not really. I'm kind of trying to keep up with those kind of customs, like for the Easter and
the American
Christmas and stuff like that. Well, we're trying to keep the Romanian side of, like, our Easter is Orthodox, so it's But first of all, I'm not a religious guy. I'm not at all a religious guy, and then in my family they weren't that religious, actually. So I didn't grow up like a religious guy, and then, you know, I'm trying to, like, even I lost even the kind of the food and stuff that we used to, like, I don't eat it anymore because it's kind of hard to come by and I don't want to cook that.
I was going to ask you, is there any Romanian restaurants or anything?
Not in here, man. I found one in New York where it was like, it was really good, and it was exactly as if you would go to a proper restaurant in Romania. I kind of miss that food, but even honestly, I wouldn't eat that much because my diet changed a little bit into more healthy.
What's a normal dish? My Bosnian friends, cooked up a huge Bosnian feast for us, which was like roasted stuffed peppers. They roasted a goat. They did a bunch of stuff. Is there like a Romanian food that we would?
Yeah, Romanian food is weird because I think it brought influences from around the area. So that we have a bunch of this kind of Greek-based type of, like, dolmas, for example, with this. So there's like some rolls. Then we have the cabbage rolls, which you can also find in like Ukraine or Russia. So I don't know what's authentic Romanian, but definitely very common is like these cabbage rolls things, the dolmas. We were a lot into meat and potatoes, not so much in rice and all that stuff, because obviously we didn't have any Asian type of food, right? I never heard of sushi before coming here, or any sort of like Asian food, right? So we don't have that.
Not a local Chinese restaurant in Romania, kind of thing.
Not before the revolution, but so you can imagine that this traditional food. And we have some interesting stuff, like in terms of like the fast food. We have these little like a beer sausage basically, but it's sort of like a mini kebab. I think it's not only Romania. There's all these other countries like Serbia, Bosnia, all this stuff. They have a different take on it, but it's delicious. You can go anywhere, get like 3 or 4 of those sausages, a beer, and a super fresh piece of bread and mustard, and man, that was like super.
Getting hungry already.
Oh man, I miss that so much, and it's impossible to replicate here. We tried a couple of times and failed. So every time I go back to Romania, I manage to load myself with those. They're kind of disgusting. Like, I mean, after you're used to healthy food, that's kind of
but it's vacation.
I kind of miss that.
Oh, man. Super serious question. You come to America, you get a job at Pony, you come walking up to the dispatch office, and there's me.
Yeah.
What's the first impression? Man, that guy is not only gorgeous, but he's like a ray of sunshine.
I don't think I was seeing you in that gorgeous type of way.
It took a while.
Alex, this is just a test, okay?
But I mean, I think I immediately clicked because you were kind and you were explaining clearly everything. You took your sweet time trying to. I mean, this. There were other dispatches though. There was that woman, Anne, or I don't remember. She was also sweet.
The weekend gal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the weekend.
Yeah, she was super sweet.
But others were kind of jerks. And throwing the paper at me and like keys and stuff like that. And I was like, dude.
Yeah, I make $6.50 an hour, dude. You don't have to be a dick, too.
Yeah, exactly. So no, that was I think that was why we became friends, because you're really treating me like a with respect, with humor, patience, and
imagine that, huh?
Yeah, and Adonis, and he's allowed.
Yeah, so that's why we clicked immediately. I don't think it was like looking at you and was like, oh, how gorgeous guy is this guy? Like,
it's like Mel Gibson and Brad Pitt
rolled into one.
But come to think about it, come to think about it now, I think you're pretty good. Pretty good looking.
I appreciate that. Yeah, we had some times that it was an interesting place to work. Like we mentioned, there was like 17 nations. There was more, but when I started talking about football, soccer to folks, like, oh yeah, I would join a team. I got like 17 different nations interested.
People from
but I mean, there was some culture wars down there, people not getting along because they were from different realms and stuff like that, right. But just trying to keep the peace and trying to in a very it wasn't minimum wage, but it was low wage.
It was. I mean, I don't remember how much we was making at Wendy's, but I think I got a bump. I think it was under $5 at Wendy's for hours. So I think I went in with $5.25. And when you guys give me the van is automatic, it's like I was like expecting stick shift, right? Automatic. I go to drive all day long for $5.25. That's it. I'm not going to do anything else. This is it. This is
got my own pager.
Story. I can do it all life.
Got a pager, got a big board of keys.
Man, I got the uniform. It's all nicely.
Oh, man.
Alex is like, you guys know who I am? I'm a pretty big deal.
Oh, it's, when I felt that way when Charles gave me a brand new Plymouth minivan. They were just coming up that year, 97, 98. They were like the first minivans. And they were renting. Pony were renting because they were running out of vans.
We had the Econoline, the Ford Econolines. Yeah. But for some reason, all of them were broken or something. So they went and rented a whole bunch of the Dodge Caravans from the late 90s.
So some of those Fords were disgusting. I mean, every time I had to go there was like the ashtray smoke. They were still smoking in the car. It was smelling like nasty. So I had this spray bottle with disinfectant and stuff. Every time I was going to in a van and start my day, I was like on the seat, on the steering wheel. They were disgusting. So then I get this like brand new Plymouth, and I think you'd even have a phone in it. Oh my God. I was like, oh my God, I feel like, oh, look at me rolling with 15 miles per hour. So
that's because I knew you would take care of it, though.
Thanks.
Yeah. It's got to bring up the Tony Albright riding with the guy to Portland. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think I remember Tony.
Tony Albright.
Yeah, even though his last name out there. That's
Tony's probably not around anymore, I would guess. He might be, but
we love you, Tony.
Tony's a route auditor, and he's riding with this whole guy down to Portland route, Seattle, Portland, in a 26, 28-foot box truck.
Oh, yeah.
And the guys, they're coming back from Portland, and the guy he's like, oh man, I gotta stop. And they're right on the middle of I-5 somewhere. And the guy's like, oh, I'm gonna lose it. And Tony's like, what the fuck's going on? The guy shits himself in the truck. Tony's sitting there, stuff's rolling down his leg. It starts filling up the cab. And Tony's literally feet up off the ground. Oh, boy. Horrible day. They had to pull over, hose out the van. Or hose out the cab. Couldn't ride back with him because the smell just wouldn't go away. And they had brought the truck back to Seattle, had to have it like professionally cleaned and the whole thing. I think another driver at that point was coming up to Tacoma or something. So Tony
or something.
gets to ride with him. So the guy actually comes in the next day. The guy actually comes in and says, "Heard any funny stories lately?" And I think he lasted maybe another day or two and then finally quit. But I mean, that's the kind of stuff that it was just nuts. That place was absolutely
Driving is not easy. Driving is a difficult job.
Yeah.
It's there's no stress day being a driver because everybody else is aiming directly for you because they know you're employed doing it.
Yeah.
So I mean,
totally,
you made it through. That's great.
Yeah. It's an interesting experience. You got any funny stories?
I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't know if it's funny. It was scary. First time I got to drive in a van, it was Rick. Remember Rick?
Yeah.
This guy was yelling at me, left, 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 left. I was like, oh, and this Alabama accent, like, I was scared shitless. I was like, I wasn't used to this kind of speed. And the minute it took me with the van, and it was saying, step on it, step on it. I was like, oh my God, I cannot go this fast. God damn it. It's like for highway. I was not used. Dude, I was like, I wasn't used to that. And this guy was stressing me out. But no funny story, man. Only just sad ass stories at Pony. Honestly, it was like hard working, trying to stay awake at the wheel. It was hard, especially when I started to college. Oh my God, I had a hard time. But it was good. I needed the money, so I had to do it.
Well, congratulations on being a success story and just an absolute rock star with regard to living the American dream.
Yeah, and that hard work can pay off.
Thanks for having me. I mean, I was really lucky to have my ultimate dream become a reality, and it worked for me. I don't know, my wife might disagree a little bit, but it was a big move, man. And it's just drop everything on a dime and start again in a strange setting. That was just weird.
Would you do it over again? Over again?
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Okay. Any recommendations to anybody that would be watching this show that might be immigrating to the United States that you would say there's an end around or
don't come.
Yeah. Romania's looking great.
Don't come.
That's tough.
They'll just let you in and turn you right back around.
Yeah, unless you're already wealthy or an Afrikaner, evidently.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say,
but these times hopefully can be changed as well. We just got to stay motivated to work towards a better United States, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know. I think it changed a lot in this nearly 3 decades I've been here. I can feel it. It's like it's a little different. The people are different. It's just gotten so much toxic in the last 10 years. It's sad, but I don't know.
It's like there's one person really kind of spearheading this toxic conversation between us. Strange. Yeah, but it's not just one person. Yeah, I'm with you. But if it can switch, I'm going to be Jeff for a minute, so I'll paraphrase it.
Help yourself.
If it can move in that direction, it can move another direction, right?
I really hope so, because I mean, we still have great people. This country is great, man. But I don't know. It's just kind of sad. I kind of feel a little bit that it's going in the wrong direction in the last kind of 10 years. Maybe it's also because I started to basically pay attention to the politics and all that stuff. Maybe it was just great to stay ignorant and never get into this thing, which I was for a while. I didn't care about who was the president, Democrat, Republican.
They
just
don't
happened
say
to be
I
here.
didn't
Right?
all I knew was like, okay, Bill Clinton was the president when I got here, and then there was the story about the blowjob, and I was like, okay, he's a Democrat, so what?
Hey, don't knock the blowjob.
So that was like I had literally didn't know that Clinton was Democrat or Bush was Republican and what any of that meant, right? So I had no idea. So
and you had a lot of other things that you needed to focus on and chose to focus on so that you could set that momentum to have a good life,
Absolutely.
It takes a lot.
Couldn't care less about it. And plus I was like coming from a communist country, I was kind of disgusted about anything politics. Hey, listen, man, I made it. I'm good. I'm fine. I need to stay focused on, getting some sort of career, getting the wheel moving, right? Since I'm starting like with $400 in the pocket.
Can we talk more about beautiful Romanian women that you were talking about?
You got to go and see for
All right,
yourself.
well, there you are, guys. A field trip.
Yeah, field trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Because there's got to
too-
be a cool. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say, Alex, there's something about ignorance being bliss.
Yeah.
And that's a true statement. And I think what Mike was saying, as far as changing our attitudes towards it going well versus it going poorly, I think the powers that be really want to have more energy going towards the negative, so that we all fight amongst one another. Getting away from that community effort to see your neighbors, walk down the street like your mom was like, "Where's all the people?"
Exactly. Yeah.
Those
Be
sorts
the
of things.
people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But back to Romanian beach party towns. Any recommendations?
Yeah. Well, we have a huge opening to the Black Sea,
Yeah.
which is really very good sand, beaches, and it's beautiful, man. If you go and pick, there's a lot of cities around that, and they're all
Yep.
beach
Yep.
resort.
All right.
Oh man, you would love it.
All right.
It probably won't be that expensive either, although it might have gotten a little bit. But yeah, I missed that place. It was really nice.
Nice.
Field trip.
Was that like a family vacation trip
Yeah.
that you would take?
Okay, but you like the mountains as well.
Yeah, so no, for a while I didn't go there because I was going in the mountains so every summer, and I was skipping the seaside. But I went when I was really, really like a young child, and then after that, when in my 20s, I started to go back again.
Okay.
But for a good chunk, it was just mountain,
Which
and
is
I
really nice
loved
too.
it. Right,
Oh, yeah,
I didn't,
no,
I
it's
didn't
amazing.
miss the
Yeah.
seaside.
Yeah. Geez, Alex, thank you so much for coming
Yeah,
down and
thanks, guys.
hanging
Great
out
to
with
have
us,
you.
man.
Yeah.
It was great to see you, Charles.
Yeah,
and
you as
Mike
well.
and
Good to
Tiff.
meet you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. You guys do great stuff here. I'm glad to be part of the show.
Nice.
Right on.
I'm glad I was able to bend your ear for like, I don't know, too many
No, that was
minutes.
perfect.
1 hour and 1 minute and 38 seconds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Things
But
fly.
who's counting?
Well,
Yeah.
who's counting?
Time flies in good company, I guess.
Alex, we appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate you guys.
Nice to
and-
meet you, Alex.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
Cheers.
for having me.
Well, welcome back, everybody, and thanks so much for Alex for being here. Interesting story, fascinating story of being sort of uprooted and moved to an entirely, completely new culture, new land, new difficulties, new everything. And just like
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
I don't think I would have been able to do that.
Having the agency to do so,
Yeah.
right? Because he won a lottery system and and making the most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most fascinating for me, I think, might have been when he was talking about going to the embassy having a library, the consulate having a library that he could actually go in and check out books,
Yeah.
watch movies,
And that
stuff like that.
Yeah, if that wasn't the gateway to his move, it was something that emboldened those first steps.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's great.
good on him.
Reading
We're-
Isaac Asimov.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I say we're a better community here, a better America, because folks like him and his wife did move here,
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
contributing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, opportunity is cool. And I do feel lazy sometimes, but I also feel like I worked a lot and I'm just so bad at the game.
Yeah.
What game? What do you mean game?
You know, the success game minus
Oh,
podcasting.
no, you're a
of course.
success, Mike. You bring a whole lot of things to people as an example of how to live your life
Well,
that is not tangible. That I think searching for money in our lives is the problem.
Agreed. But like I was just talking about stability.
Sure.
I haven't always had stability, and I've tried. I think. But
Yeah.
Anyway, that's totally off topic.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it, Mike?
Yeah, well, someday, somewhere,
On the couch.
on a Romanian beach.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds great to me.
I'm not about it.
Geez, well, ending this here program on something positive, boys. Instead of I found another little snippet, not an article, but a little snippet of something positive, and I thought this was kind of cool. Was Jupe a Yu-Gi-Oh guy? I know Bailey was a
little
little
bit,
Yu-Gi-Oh guy. Jeff, do you know Yu-Gi-Oh at all?
Is that a venereal disease?
Yeah. Very popular.
Your kids might have played
but
the
more
little card
expensive.
game. It's kind of like
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yes.
No, my
It's
kids didn't play those things.
Okay. Well, there's a ultra rare, one of a kind Yu-Gi-Oh card. You'll never own it because it's one of a kind. It's the rarest one in existence, called Tyler the Great Warrior.
Yeah.
And Tyler the Great Warrior came about because this kid Tyler was suffering from cancer. Forget what he had, is a rare form of liver cancer. So Make-A-Wish Foundation asked him what his dream would be, and so Yu-Gi-Oh made an official, I guess, sanctioned in the game, all that stuff. Tyler the Great Warrior card, just for him.
Oh, that's great.
And gave it to him in the hospital. So he's got his own, and thankfully he made a full recovery.
Oh, that's fantastic!
Doing great today, probably because he's got the card.
Yeah, it's a world.
It's kind of the placebo. Yeah. It's really kind of the placebo.
It could be, yeah.
He had a reason to go on, right?
Absolutely,
yeah.
And you can just put that into somebody's mind, and it's like, if you've got any sort of status in the world, like you're a doctor or you're a lawyer or you're some professional, when someone tells you something's one way, you tend to want to believe it. So you jump onto that, and everything within your soul kind of goes towards reinforcing whatever that is. That's the problem we have right now, is that we have a leader who is basically filling our heads full of bullshit all the time, and we're all just like, what the hell? So, but those that want to jump onto it,
power of belief, right?
It's key.
That's the crux of it. Yeah.
Believing that you. That's how I
the
believe
power and trouble.
Cured my cancer all 3 times, knock on wood. But I didn't believe the doctors. I didn't believe everything they said. And they said, no, keep doing these drugs. But these drugs were killing me. They were killing off my pancreas. They were killing off my saliva glands, the glands in my eyes that produce tears, all those things. And I stopped, and I just started meditating on being well. And as I continued to have that positive attitude, I stopped doing all the drugs that they recommended to me, and I got better. Yeah. Whereas people
stopped having cancer.
Die. People die from the actual cure, not from the drugs helping them. That's most of the human beings that die from cancer don't die from the actual cancer itself. They die from the side effects from the drugs. So just if we can just keep everybody in a positive direction, I think we'll
and fuck cancer.
And fuck
cancer.
Yeah. So if you're out there, if you're somebody out there and you are fighting cancer, just from a guy that's actually done it before a number of times and suffered immensely, I recommend just revising your thinking of it going well. Instead of it going horrible, like just dwelling in that, do your best at just dwelling on it going well and see yourself well, see yourself healthy. You can make yourself as sick, or you can make yourself as healthy as you believe to be. So that's for you guys.
Yeah, nothing more positive than that, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to end this here show for the week, but we are going to come back and do our top 5, our bonus round, which you guys can find in the members only section of the website. Go to our-town podcast
and send us some money
and sign up. It's $3 a month or $30 a year, or you can go to Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
If that's more your
if you like
speed,
the French sound.
If you like the French sound. Or you could even go to Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. I haven't done a whole lot there, but you can go. We've got a landing page, and you can get some info about the show. But you can, drop $3 or $5 if you think the show is worth it. And if not, then leave a comment and tell us why.
Yes. Or leave a name that I will assume and buy you a year's subscription.
There you go.
In the fake name.
There you go. And we appreciate it. And Alex brought us some fancy coffee, Eastern European candies.
Yeah, from DK Mart.
We would love it if you are in Jakarta or Bangladesh or
anywhere at all.
Bucharest, anywhere. Send us some candy. We'll pay the freight.
95 Burnett Avenue South, apartment 224, Renton, Washington 98057.
Now Jeff Stalker's.
That's my home.
Jeff Stalker's know where he's at.
Candy.
Yeah. So tonight's top 5 love songs. Top 5 love songs. So come back and check that out. And
just an old-fashioned love song.
And if not, we'll see you next week.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you think this episode is worth $1 or $5, the boys would love to have it. And don't forget to visit our-townpodcast.com for all the links. For less than a cup of coffee, you can also join the website in the member-only area for exclusive bonus content, vlogs, and more. It's just $3 a month or $30 a year. Thank you for listening to this production of Our Town Podcast Extraordinaire.